All right, so this is the first lesson in Module 3. And this is, so what we're going to be talking about here to start off is we are going to be discussing, um, sequences. That's how we're going to sort of get started on this. So here I have a sequence right here. So first of all, what's a sequence? A sequence is a collection of terms or elements that follow a specific pattern. So this would be a sequence right here. This is not anything that you're unfamiliar with. It's just a pattern of numbers. We call each number in the sequence is called an element, or you'll also hear it referred to as a term. So these are all terms in the sequence. Now, these terms are in order. So that would mean that this is our first term, this is our second term, this is our third term, this is our fourth term, this is our fifth term, etc., etc. Okay, so we want to be able to represent this sequence using a formula. We want to create a formula that would generate this sequence. And the advantage of that is that will allow us to calculate any term in the sequence, whether it be first, second, third, fourth, fifth. And there's lots of parts to the formula, sort of. I think it would be best if we looked at a table. I think if we made a table with this information, I think that would be best. So we're going to have n, and then we're going to have, well, let's name this sequence, all right? So a common name for a sequence is just f, or sometimes we call it, sometimes you see it called like capital A or whatever. Doesn't really matter, but most of the time we use F, all right? And we want to represent a formula that will represent the sequence. And so the way that we do that is we write it like this. So what this is here, this is the name of the sequence, okay? And this is the term number, okay? And this is read f of n, okay? This is not multiplication, okay? This is a way of saying, okay? It's a way of saying whatever comes after this equal sign, it will generate the nth term of the f sequence. That's basically what that's saying, okay? So going back to our table over here, we want n, and then we want f of n. It's kind of like an output. If you're familiar with input-output, it's kind of like n is going to be our input and f of n is going to be our output. Okay, so let's copy down what we know about this sequence. We have n of 1, n values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are our term numbers. And then the outputs for those were 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, and then it's so on and so forth. Now, most of you could look at this and go, oh, this is a +3 pattern. So this is an adding 3 pattern. So if I go back to my sequence over here, okay, if I go back to there's my sequence, I'm going to represent it with a formula. If I go back over here, I'm going to start with the number 4, and then I'm going to add 3 each time. And if you look at this, it's to go from the first term to the second term, it's adding 3 times 1. So if I want to generate the second term, this is kind of confusing, but try to follow along with me. Let me write this a different way. Isn't this really 4 plus 3 times 0? And this is 4 plus 3 times 1, that gives me 7. And this is 4 plus 3 times 2, that gives me 10. And then 4 plus 3 times 3, that gives me 13. And then 4 plus 3 times 4, that gives me 16. So if you notice, we're multiplying 3 by the next number every time, and the number that we're multiplying it by is 1 less than the term number. So since this is generating term 1, then we're going to multiply by 4 plus 3 times 0. Since this is term 4, we're going to do 4 plus 3 times 3. If I was to generate, say, just for the sake of argument, if I wanted the 10th term, well, that would be 4 plus 3 times 9, which is 27, and 27 plus 4 is 31, so I could figure out what it is. So how do I generalize that over here? I'm multiplying by whatever my term number is minus 1. And there's my sequence. There's my sequence. It's what it says is, in the F sequence, whatever we name it, whatever term you want, you take 4 plus 3 times the previous term number. So if I wanted, like we did, F of 10, then I would do 4 plus 3 times 10 minus 1, which is 9. Okay, and let me show you. We're actually going to do that now. So we're going to move this up, and we're actually going to use our sequence to find they're asking us to find the 27th term. So here's my general formula. I want the 27th term, so that's going to go in for n. So this says f of this says f of 27. That's what that says, f of 27, which means what is the value of the 27th term? I plug in 27 for n. So f of 27 is 4 plus 3 times 26. Okay, well, 3 times 26 is 78, and 78 plus 4 is 82. So the 27th term in my sequence is 82. Okay, so this is how sequences work. There's going to be adding patterns and there's going to be multiplying patterns. And in class, we'll talk more about the multiplying patterns. But what you really need to know, what you really need to take away from this is you need to take away that this is a sequence right here. It's consisting of elements, or we also call them terms. The terms are ordered, and we call that the n value, so it's the nth term. And we can represent sequences with a formula that allows us to find any term in the sequence. That's what I really need you to take away from this. All right, and we'll talk more in class.